Live rich, spread wealth. Hi, I'm Melissa Hughes, and I'm the founder of the Live Rich, Spread Wealth movement, and welcome. I created this movement for people just like you. People that are up to big things, that want to play big in the world, that want to make sure that as you give in the world and make a difference, that you're able to make such an impact that it affects your bottom line and as well as your legacy. For those of you that want freedom as you serve the world with grace and ease, this is for you. You came to the right place. At Live Rich, Spread Wealth, we are on a mission to empower 10 million people to live rich, accept all of who you are. Understand that your training, your quirky, your education, your experiences is what the world needs now. And also to make sure that you are able to support humanity in a positive way with who you are as you make room for the abundance that provides. At Live Rich, Spread Wealth, we appreciate the giants that are doing great things. But in addition that, we understand the importance of creating legacy. A legacy that is built to last. So if you are a giant and you are a coach, a consultant, a founder, an entrepreneur, an author, a speaker, someone who's looking to make a huge difference in the world, a game changer or a trailblazer, you've come to the right place. Welcome. Hey everyone, so happy to be here with you today. We are on day 2, and so I want to just welcome you into this space. We're talking about what it looks like to be time rich and profitable. And yesterday we were talking about, well, let me tell you, there are the 4 keys that I shared with you because I have a corporate America background, and I was sharing with you like yesterday where I was working around the clock. Whether it was remote or going to work. I know that a lot of times have changed. Hey, April, good to see you. A lot of things have changed. And even back then, though, I was blessed with the opportunity and afforded the opportunity to work remote because that was kind of one of my goals. But I actually felt like I worked more when it was remote. And I also felt like there was no way to disconnect. I mean, there were days that I could have like conference calls in my PJs because no one would see the top part, and I'll be looking out the window and that's how I could tell if it was raining or sunny, but I couldn't tell the temperature because I didn't go outside. I was working so much. And over time, though, I got really proficient at my profession and found out that, I can get paid for the results that I provide. I didn't have to, do the 9 to 5 all the time. And actually, I think 9 to 5 is kind of funny because I'm not really sure after I got into management that I had the 9 to 5, if you know what I mean. But hopefully times have changed. But I found my way and I was able to create a path where I understood what it looked like to be time rich and profitable. And not only have I been able to experience that, so have my clients and a lot of my colleagues. And I really appreciate the fact that we can be in that conversation right now, because I will tell you the hardest thing for me when it was going on this journey of figuring it out was even believing that it was possible. So yesterday we did talk about, how you can uncover the power of your mindset to unlock the potential for wealth creation. And we went in detail there. So I recommend if you didn't hear yesterday, go on back. It's still there. It's still posted and it will be there for me to share with you. And then we talked about find clarity in your purpose and unlocking new opportunities to make money. So it was fun because there was a lot of beliefs that we have around that. There's a lot of ways that I cannot say that I was cultivated to believe. I had to find that out on my own. And it's been a great journey, but it's a journey that I recognize that everybody is not afforded the opportunity to be in these kind of conversations. And so today, the next 2 that we're going to talk about, these keys, are getting insight into how monetization can be an active service that leads to success, and also acquiring systems and strategies for gaining sustained success over time. Time rich and profitable is not about, one hit wonder or anything like that. This is about sustainable lifestyle, freedom, making sure that your legacy is also free as a result of the works and the decisions that you've made. So let's get on with it, right? So today we are going to be discussing, well, let's just get started. So, the first myth is monetization is inherently selfish and exploitive. And it's really interesting because I do get this. I've been supporting giants, entrepreneurs, business owners for the last 20 years on monetizing their sole purpose. And on occasion, I will hear someone say, well, what is that? That doesn't make any sense. Are you being like, kind of like, are you being greedy? Like, what are you doing? And actually, I'm not doing any of that. When you're able to monetize and you're able to be in alignment with people and be of service, that is a good thing. And I think really what's selfish is when you are serving people and it's in a model that's not sustainable. You're leaving yourself behind. You leave your customers behind. You leave yourself behind because you might not be charging appropriately for your services. And this money is like an energetic exchange. And if you are giving your best and making results in the lives of people, in the bottom line of your companies that you might be working for, or when you're growing your business and you are making a difference in your company's lives or other businesses as well, if you're not pricing appropriately, that's selfish because you're actually taking away from yourself. You're actually setting yourself up for not having longevity in your business, and also it impacts your life as well, your health, your mental, your physical. It matters. You matter. So really selfish is not, it's like putting yourself on the back burner and not being able to be there and be your best for your legacy and for yourself. It's selfish when it comes to your customers because yes, that might be great for a little while, but it's not sustainable. You will actually, my daughter is here. So okay, you will be able to, you might be able to be in business for a little while, but if you are not able to monetize in a way that's appropriate, in a way that allows you to have a profit and really thrive in your business as you're supporting people and thriving as a result of your results, then that's going to be selfish to your business. That's going to be selfish to the customers that really actually appreciate your services, because a few years down the line, it's not sustainable. A lot of people have experienced this. And I'm just saying, so monetization is key. And also, it's absolutely selfish to your legacy. Because if you're not pricing appropriately, then how are you going to make sure that you have the best for your children? How are you going to make sure are able to take care of the people that you really love? I mean, it's amazing to be of service to the world, but if you're not in service to your own household, there can be challenges around that. So, sales is a service, and marketing is being a lighthouse that others know that you are available to serve them, right? So, I will tell you, I've had clients initially when we were working together. I had a client and she felt like, you know what? I don't want to follow people. I don't want to bother people. She just felt like, if she was in a conversation with someone who was really excited, that she felt like they should just be able to follow it through. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? It's your responsibility to let them know that you can serve them and be clear as to how you can serve them. And it's their responsibility to choose. But it is something that you need to take on. And as a result of her mindset at that time, it was like sales was awful for her. I mean, can you just imagine just thinking that if I was to follow up with someone, then that would be horrible. I would be bothering them. And you know what? People are pretty grown. They can say no and they can say yes. And I love that. And so I do believe that when it comes to sales, it is, you're done when the answer is yes or no. That's it. And that's fine. Because if your answer is yes or your answer is no, then you've done your job, because that means that you are clear enough for them to make a decision, and you don't own their decision. You do own making sure that you're clear and that you shine your light, which is the marketing side. I mean, if people don't know that you're there to support them, they can't choose you. So it is really important for you to know that monetization, sales, marketing, being able to price yourself appropriately and position yourself appropriately is key. And it is not selfish and it is not exploitive. It is really being able to take a stand for your clients in a way that makes sense. On the other hand, I have clients that, I have a gentleman that's my client, and he is the king of follow up. There's no shame to his game. He'll go out there, he'll make it happen because he really takes that on. And as a result of being the king of follow up, then he is able to get more clients. I mean, she is now, because we've worked through that, but he is able to get more clients. And his challenge was really not having the systems. And we'll talk about that in a little while. But his challenge was not having systems, but he definitely loved to follow up with people. And that really supported him, especially when I support him on making sure he priced appropriately. Honestly, when you're in business, or let's just say you are in your career and you're working for someone, sometimes it could cost you for you to work with them. I mean, if you are in a role where you are dedicating a lot of time and you're adding to the bottom line and getting great reviews, and you can't make ends meet. Like, this is a challenge. Like, you don't want to be paying someone in essence to hire you. Stay your best self and be able to negotiate in a way that makes sense. On the other hand, when you're in your business, you definitely need to be able to know, what is it going to take me to give my best level of service to these clients, to this person, whether it's business to business or business to customers. What does that look like, so that you can truly stand in your authority and be that blessing that you already are? So my biggest point is that, I serve giants. They come from a place of servant leadership. They are people of excellence. And it's really important to know how to position yourself when you are really being able to monetize in your purpose. And the challenge of that is, and we kind of talked about that yesterday a little bit, about being that jack of all trades, master of none. I'm not going to go over that again, but positioning is very key. It is actually your responsibility to let people know. And I'll give you an example. I don't know if it's just the season, but I've had two of my clients come to me and they're like, okay, I'm thinking about changing my career, and actually not the career, but changing their job. And they had me look at their resume, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. And I'll be like, okay, so what's the job? What are you doing? And they're like, oh, this is the job. And I'm like, okay, I don't see any of this like in your resume. Have you done anything in regards to this job? Oh yeah, I sure did. And they start talking because they're natural, just servant hearts, servant leaders. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, how are they going to know that? Because you don't even have any of that on your resume. There's no way they can choose you powerfully because you haven't done your part. Go back to the drawing board, and I helped them through it. And as a result, I've had a client that made 75,000 more, because you know what? She was always a servant leader, but she wasn't very good in the marketing. I don't care if you work for someone or you work for yourself. Marketing is always a thing. Whether you're in a company, it's the brand of you. When you're in your business, is the brand of you as well as your company. So you really want to be a good steward of being able to know who you really are, and to put that out there so that people can choose you. It's great to be a servant leader. However, if you're not articulating the results that you provide and how you truly can make a difference, this is not the time to be meek and mild. It is a time to truly be authentic, be clear, and really be able to describe the results that you do and how you do them, because that's what people are looking for. If you do that, then it's okay. Whatever they choose is they choose. But I will share with you that the reason that my clients are getting paid way more money is because, honestly, by the time we are able to package the real essence of them and the results that they provide, it ends up being more expensive for those opportunities to not bring them on board. And that's what you want. You want to be so clear that when they choose, they can choose you powerfully. It costs them to not hire you because of the value that you bring to any team that you're a part of. So the reality of this is monetization can be an active service that creates value for all parties involved. By offering valuable products or services that solve problems, fulfill needs, and improve lives, businesses can generate revenue while also making a positive difference. So successful businesses focus on creating a win-win-win situation for both their customers, for themselves, and for the results that they're there to provide to their community or to their company or to the individual. So ensuring, when you do that, you're ensuring long-term profitability and customer satisfaction. So I hope that you understand that this is a real myth here, but I want to be clear as to how you can really stand in your truth of the amazing person that you are and the amazing company that you've developed. It matters that much. Embrace having ethical monetization guidelines. When you're ethical about how you monetize, you are creating and you're sharing value. It's not money just for money. And by focusing on the needs of your customers and addressing their pain points, you can create sustainable business model that benefits everyone involved. So it's available and you get to choose. So I will tell you, I hope that you see where I'm coming from. I would love to hear from you. I guess another thing I would talk to you about is another myth, which is profit should be primary goal of a business. I hear you and I hear you. However, if you want to be time rich and profitable, focus on how many businesses and people can you make a positive impact with. And the way that I'm saying this is, it doesn't mean that you're not to be profitable, because you are. If you're not profitable, you're not a business, you're more of a hobby. But the energy is different. I do serve servant leaders. I serve people that really care about people and care about businesses winning. And so let me give you an example, just for an example. If you need to make $50,000 this month, then you could focus on how many clients do I need to serve in order to make that number. When you're looking at just the money for my clients and for myself, it's like, it does feel icky. It's like, okay, well, what's that? It doesn't even jazz me. because I'm very purpose driven and very mission driven. So are my clients. So when we're looking at, okay, this is the money. Hey, good evening, Dr. Patricia Goodman. So when we're saying, how much money, if I want to make $50 a month, look at how you can make a difference in order to do that. And if you tie it to, if you're able to tie this $50 a month, you can do this by, if you're a business that focuses on tea, well, that might be, let me get a client that I can make a difference with up leveling their infrastructure. That will jazz you because you're providing results to that client. Or you can say, hey, I want to be able to, to make $50,000, let me see how many people I can share with to support them on up leveling their brands. Maybe I need 5 people to up level their brands. So let me go out there and be able to support those people so that their lives are better as a result of me showing up. Or it could be, hey, let me get 15 people because I want to support them and not have a divorce. And I want to support them in living better lives. So these are the things when you are really tying the monetization and you're making money and your profits to the difference that you're making in the world, it really makes time rich and profitable so much better. Hey, Malika, it's good to see you here today. So I hope that you guys are following me, because I am not saying that you do not have to make a profit. I'm saying that you absolutely need to make a profit, but I'm also saying that you can be purpose driven and you can be focused on the impacts that you make because you price it well, you're positioned well in the marketplace, and you know who you're looking to make a difference. You know the results that you provide. When you're clear about that, if you want to make 50,000 a month, if you want to make 100,000 a month, heck, if you want to make 10,000, it doesn't matter. Everyone is looking for their own personal goals. But if you focus on, hey, let me be the leader of this. Let me make sure that people know the marketing. I'm shining my light. I'm letting them know that I'm available. The sales, I'm inviting them into the results that they say that they want. And then you deliver. You could charge for that unapologetically because you truly are making a significant impact. I'll take you back to COVID-19 and when the world was shut down. We all had choices in that time. It's been a very ripple effect even now, but it was awful at that time as well, based on the uncertainty and the deaths and so on and so forth. Well, in my business, I had to make a choice. I was like, you know what? I know that things are going crazy, but I'm going to make a point to shine my light as much as possible. I'm seeing the giants. We need these giants more than ever before. The more I'm able to envision being able to let them know, hey, giant, we need you more than ever before. If you're struggling, if you're having any challenges, then I will be there with you. I will support you. Did I drop my prices? No, I didn't drop my prices. I do high-end coaching and I do consulting and things of that nature. But what I did do is I made sure that they won. I made sure that in our partnership, I had them winning. So as a result of serving people in a crisis, there were better giants. Giants were better equipped to serve in their companies. They made more profits than ever before during COVID with that mindset. It wasn't like I need to make the money. No, I want to make sure that I'm in integrity with the difference that I say I take a stand for. And even when chips are down, I'm still going to rise up to be in alignment with what I know my purpose is in this world. And I'm encouraging you to just think about that. That allows you to have a different drive, a different energy, and for you to have that ability to make money in your business. I personally am not jazzed by just making money and just looking at the numbers. I'm extremely jazzed about making a difference, and so are my clients. So, in reality, when you're generating revenue, it is essential for business, but focusing solely on profit can be counterproductive. By prioritizing purpose and impact alongside profitability, business can create a more meaningful and sustainable path to success. I actually would say also that it actually allows you to work with high caliber people and also allows you to recruit high caliber employees and contractors to work with you when you have that kind of energy coming out of your business and also incorporating in your career. Purpose driven businesses often build stronger customer loyalty and also enjoy long term growth. So I'm never saying not to make money because it is essential. Okay. But I am saying there's an energy with money. Money is just like, it is what it is. But it's the energy that's tied to it that allows you to either truly be a game changer in this life that will game change not only the difference you make in others, but also makes room for you to make a difference in your legacy. So you get to choose. But I want you to consider that when we're talking about being time rich and profitable. Another myth is monetizing your passion and skills will dilute your authenticity and your value. I don't know. Have y'all ever heard that? I mean, basically, like if I'm doing my purpose, I can't make money with that. And if I'm actually going to charge, then oh my gosh, I'm a crook or I'm not authentic. I would say with that, I want you to be understanding of like what's your relationship with money. Whether it's your career or your business, doing work that you're good at and providing a value is actually a power position. I've supported clients in transitioning to new opportunities, negotiating better pay in their careers, and landing $1 million deals because they are passionate and they're good at what they do. They got the skills. This doesn't diminish their authenticity and it doesn't diminish their value. It actually up levels it. Because when you are doing that and you genuinely care and are invested in your client's success, it allows you to have a greater relationship with your clients and a greater relationship with your employers. And you don't have to sacrifice your authenticity. I know that sometimes there's cultures in corporate America, not all of corporate America, because I'm not anti corporate. I am anti making sure that you are not you. I'm really pro you identifying cultures of organizations that are worthy of the kind of skills that you have so that you can be in alignment with their values and their goals, because I feel like that's the best place to be when you're in corporate. But when you're in your own business, I think it's even more important that you need to truly be in alignment with what you feel like your purpose is. I'm not saying that you have to be. I'm saying when it comes to being time rich and profitable, it does make your road a lot easier. So, money, kindness, and authenticity can coexist beautifully. And I would say that it's all about the relationship. So, my question I'd ask of you is, what's your relationship with money? If money was a person, how would you describe it? And would you be friends? And I have asked this question for decades now, and it really is amazing the kind of answers that I get. And I will tell you that even my clients and some of my colleagues, we might not even have a good relationship with money. It doesn't prevent you from being a millionaire. Let me just be clear with you. But it does impact the journey. It does impact the journey. So I want you to know that when you're time rich and profitable, that authenticity, the value that you bring, stand on it. Don't change who you are. We need more of you. And to know that monetizing your purpose is a great thing. Forget this myth because it's not real. So, that's what I have to say about that. As far as being able to look at monetizing and your purpose, and making sure that you understand that monetization is an act of service and it is not being selfish. And when you are able to monetize, you're able to have sustainable, lasting success in your business and in your life. So let's talk about the last point here, because I love systems and I will attribute being time rich and profitable to systems. I am involved with no less than 3 businesses, but I still have time to be with my little one, with my husband, with my friends. I get to volunteer a lot. So I get to live a full life. Okay. And this is the life that I've actually set an intention to do that. And did it happen overnight? I'm not going to say it did, because it didn't. But it did set with, I did have an intention and I was able to get there sooner, quicker, faster as a result of the intention that I put forward. It's important to be in in these conversations to know what's available. So when I'm talking about time rich and profitable, the fourth key is acquiring systems and strategies for gaining sustained success over time. Because there's this myth that success is a product of luck or chance. And I will tell you, luck is created through systems. Okay. That's why I feel like they're so sexy. Nothing really happens overnight. I promise you, check all the biographies. Even if the kid was successful overnight, look at their parents, look at what happened. Something happened. It just doesn't happen like that. And sometimes I've had clients that want to make $1 million in a year, right? And they're like kind of flat-footed, but I will map it out for them. I'll show them exactly what they need to do. And a lot of times, surprisingly so, and necessarily so as well, they'll see what that is. And then they realize that, you know what, 500,000 is fine, because they also look at their life and the balance, and they want to spend time with the people that they love, whether it be their kids or their grandkids or whatever they're looking to create. Money by itself is not what it's all about. But when you're able to be time rich and profitable, you make room for the things and the people that you really care about. Remember, the first day I told you, I'm all about flipping that 80-20 rule, the pie of 80-20. A lot of us, 80% of our time is dedicated to other people's dreams and taking care of everybody else. And we get the leftovers. And the people that we love dearly get the leftovers of us. I want it to be that 80% of the time you get to do what you want with who you want, and 20% you just can't get out of. So the way that I'm able to foster that and the way that I teach my clients is truly looking at systems. I believe they are so sexy. And a lot of creatives are like, really, Melissa? Really? You really believe that? And yes, I really do. And I'm not saying systems just for system's sakes. I'm talking about the systems that support you with your values, support you with your goals. That those are the only systems that really matter. And so when I'm sharing with these clients, this is what you do to make the goal. This is what you're going to have to do in your business to reach and attain what you're looking to do. It's easy to say that you want to be time rich and profitable, but it requires a systematic approach to reach that goal. And when you're committed to a process and a system, results inevitably show up, right? So success, yes, you definitely will have luck and chance, but sustainable success requires a level of systematic approach so that you have predictable results. That's how you have sustainability. And that's how you make your results undeniable. I know that oftentimes people can say, well, time rich and profitable. You might think like, okay, well, I can just slack off. I can just lean on luck. And that's cute. However, that's not what it looks like. The most important thing is staying committed to the process. If you're focused on the process, the results will have to show up. If you're just focused on the results of monetization and you don't have systems, you're not going to get there. And when you get there, it won't be sustainable. So just be mindful that sustained success in business is often a result of deliberate systems, strategies, and consistent effort. And by implementing proven methods and continuously refining your approach, you can achieve long term success as well as profitability. So I can't emphasize that enough. And I believe that systems for me have been the best. I mean, there was a client, some people might know her name, Lisa Nichols. She's a lady that's in The Secret. She was a client of mine for a while, about a year or so. And I was able to pretty much leave my business for about a year and help her with preparing to go public at the time, right? And I had systems in my business. I mean, my business was still operational in some areas, better than when I was there, quite frankly. And so when I came back, though, I was able to land a $500,000 deal. Like it was like I didn't have to clear out any cobwebs. It was still operational. So when I tell you systems are sexy, I remember being back in the day in Ukraine. I'm so sorry that this has been going on in this world, but I was there and I was sharing with them the importance of systems and how sexy they are. And I gave them that example and they understood what I was talking about. And they actually said systems are sexy. I should actually have that video to share one day. I do have it with me. But I mean, I will tell you the importance of being time rich and profitable is really invoking and putting systems in your business so that you are not leaving it to luck or chance. You are leaving it to a predictable result because you did the processes, you put in the appropriate processes to get the results that you deserve. Another myth is the faster you grow, the better. Not quite right. Okay. So it's great to experience a significant growth spurt in your business. However, I have seen businesses struggle to keep up with their orders, keep up with their hiring, get the right resources, fulfilling. I'm trying to put something in the yeah, there you go. Getting the right resources. Sometimes the materials, they might be limited supplies. So sometimes an increase in a significant launch in your business and an uptick in your business can actually backfire and actually can take a business down and really hurt a business. So I really believe that what's really more glamorous is steady as she goes. So you're able to have sustainable growth in your company. And what helps you with that are systems. Now, I will tell you, just like in life, there's different systems in life. There are different systems to raise a 1 year old child, like when you have one child versus when you have 4 children. They require different systems, okay? And just in business, there's different systems that support a 6-figure business that are different than a 7-figure business and certainly different than an 8-figure business. So systems also support your growth. And when you are growing and you're wanting to be sustainable and have success, some systems will break and it invites you to actually put in the right systems to accommodate the growth. So the faster you grow, the better. That's an option. But I'm letting you know that time rich and profitable so you don't turn back is that sustainable growth is really what you want. And it's really odd that That is a belief, because if you look at your careers, or you look at the growth of a child, are we going to have a baby and have them having hold them to accountable to running in the first 6 months? Not really. If you're in your career, oftentimes we had to, go to college, get that job. I mean, when you became like a six-figure powerhouse, it wasn't always the first job you got. So, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, but I will say that there's something about steady as you grow, because when you are on your trajectory to leadership, it's great to have that emotional intelligence. It's great to have some fall downs to expand your ability to serve people, to have more compassion. Sometimes when we go straight to the point, then you don't even know the texture of life on how to truly be a leader in a diverse group of people, and to really gel your team and support them in being more productive, because you're able to see them as people and not just task driven. So there's other things that come to play when you're talking about being the best at what you do and growing in an exponential way. So while rapid growth can be exciting, it's not always sustainable in the long term. A more measured strategic approach to growth allows you to build a solid foundation, manage your risk, and also maintain quality as you scale your business. And for those business owners that are like, man, I wanted to make 50% more this year, and they end up making 20% or 40%, and they fell short on their goals, please do not despair. Stay steady as you go, because you're wanting to create something that is built to last. And you know what? Then there are the companies that have been steady, and they have their systems. They're ready for that splurge and that growth in their company, exponential growth. Well, they've been prepared for that. They've been scaling. They have those systems and they're ready. So it's all in due process. But I will say that the faster you grow is not always the better way to grow. So I just encourage you to prioritize sustainable growth by developing and implementing systems that can adapt and scale with your business over time. And this ensures long term success and minimizes the likelihood of burnout or actually failure. Okay. So I'm hoping that this is serving you. I definitely would love to hear from you. Hey, Sandra. Hey, hello. This brings me to really share with you the importance of time rich and profitable. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I work with giants all the time for the last 20 years. And when I say giants, I mean people that know that it's bigger than them. They're intuitive, like they know that they might not have all the answers, but they know that the answers are available. They believe in systematic success. They're problem solvers and they're servant leaders. And, I want y'all to just keep on running, keep on expanding. And I want you to have a quality of life that you truly deserve, because when you're successful, we're successful. When you're successful and your health is good and you're able to shine in your light and be the powerful person that you are, we're all better as a result. Humanity is better as a result. Our children are better as a result. Our legacy is better as a result. When we are limping giants and limping along, then everything is, it impacts other people as well. And so I just want you to, and I will continue to talk about that. I want you to aim, if you so desire, to flip that pie so that 80% of your life is doing what you want to do when you want to do it. I'm not saying, and that means you are working, right? But the work that I do, I love it. It actually doesn't feel like work, because I see the results that I deliver to my clients. I see they're already fantastic people. Let me be really clear about that. But they are running, they're not limping, they're expanding and they're growing. And they're able to create a lifestyle that they truly love and they treasure. And it makes room for them to have the relationships, the quality, the being there for their family, for their friends, and you know what? For themselves. It's important for you to be there for yourself, because you matter that much. And so that's why I'm talking about this. And I'll be talking about some other things as well. I definitely want to hear from you, make sure this is bringing value to you. And this brings me to the end of today's masterclass. And I hope that you have enjoyed it. Some people ask me, hey, Melissa, I want to learn how to grow to be a more abundant mindset. I want to get clarity on my purpose. I want to be able to help position and price myself so that I have a sustainable business. And I do want to identify the right systems for me in my business and also in my life. And you know what? I do help with that for sure. And I do support you that are those that are looking to do that. But the reason that I also want to share with you this is because I am having the Live Rich Spread Wealth Club. And the Live Rich Spread Wealth Club is a club that is based on building community that is all about time rich and profitable. Why am I doing this? I told you why. But I also am doing this because I am a founder of a movement called Live Rich Spread Wealth. And I've been doing this movement for about 15 years. Last year, I came out with a documentary. If y'all have not seen this documentary, it is located on liverichspreadwealth.com. This is a documentary on the movement and what it's all about. And because my goal is to impact 10 million people, I am at 3.5 million right now via the world tour, coaching, as well as online courses and trainings. And what I'm very thankful for is that growth. But you know what? There's something about, like, I offer high ticket offerings. I mean, I serve giants. Giants are no joke, y'all. Y'all know who you are. And it really takes a giant like myself to really be able to see you, hear you, and understand you. Thank you so much, Sandra. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. And I encourage you to share. I also want to acknowledge all of you that were sharing yesterday, too. You blew my mind, and I'm very thankful for that. And so it is very vital. There's an importance of having community. I've created a community on Live Rich Spread Wealth, but with my desire to impact more people, I am actually launching a club. And the club is really to support you and provide you training on what that actually looks like, to be able to have that abundant mindset, be able to be invincible in all that you do. I have a mindset that when you conquer yourself, you can conquer the world. And so we go through that belief system. What beliefs are getting in your way? How are you conditioned, and how can you raise your awareness around that to choose something differently that will serve you more? I support you on looking at your intuition, because that is so real. I know we're all talking about Chat GPT and artificial intelligence and AI. And yeah, data is amazing. And we're getting more of it faster and faster and faster. But you know what? Only data doesn't always tell the story. Only data doesn't always tell the story. Hey, Oren, good to see you. And data alongside your intuition gives you the solution. And there are leaders in amongst us and those that have gone before us that were faced with tough decisions. And all the data lined up was going business as usual. A lot of us wouldn't even be here unless someone trusted their intuition and went against the grain and took the heat and the road less traveled. It wasn't because the data suggested that that was the right way, but they definitely stood up and really served humanity in a very great way. And I'll probably do talk around that just to share with y'all what that looks like. But I have some of this in the club. We talk about systems, marketing, sales, but most importantly, I really want to make sure Instagram. Yes, I am Melissa Hughes on Instagram, Sandra. I definitely want to encourage you to join community. The more I am in this world, I have been a part of some amazing communities. I'm part of Entrepreneur Organization, and I see the value. My clients, I create community on my campus. I always have done that. And I see the value in being able to be in the right conversations. I mean, you're made up of the conversations that you have. And giants, I'm telling you, if you are not surrounded by green and some in a community that sees you, understands you, and supports you, even in your crazy dreaming state of having these amazing audacious goals, or knowing that there's a seed that's been planted in you to go further faster and to go through the road less traveled, then it can be very challenging. So this Live Rich Spread Wealth Club is a community that focuses on supporting business professionals and entrepreneurs in discovering and growing into being time rich and profitable. And I actually am opening this up to have founders. I'm doing a founder membership to the community that's available until May 9th. And it will be either it ends May 9th or 300 founders. Whichever comes first, then it's cut off. But I will tell you that this community exists solely for supporting you all in creating a life, an experience that allows you to show up fully for yourself, for what you're up to in the world, for supporting your desire to make a positive impact and influence society in a sustainable and successful way, and get the wealth and profits as you do that. You know, while there is already over $20,000 worth of training and courses already in the club, I want to be with the founders to make sure that we lock this thing in. As you know, and I mentioned before, Live Rich Wealth already has a documentary. So the founders are going to be in history. I do document this journey. So whoever the founders are, people going to know about it, okay? Because that's what leaders are. I just came back from South Africa, and oh my gosh, yes, I was at Robben's Island, and I heard about the journey of Nelson Mandela. And his journey is well documented, and we all know, and we thank God for Nelson Mandela. I also learned about the unsung heroes that everybody doesn't know about. I want to document. I want to celebrate the giants. I want to celebrate those that are taking the road less traveled, that are truly taking a stand to make a difference in this world. It's not easy to go it alone, and nor should we. And whatever it is that you take on, some it might be animals, some it might be people, some it might be businesses, some it might be relationships. It doesn't matter. We need all of us to really thrive in this world. And so this is a community where, yes, although I've already put amazing trainings in there, I want to collaborate with the founders to make sure we lock this thing in. And so what I am doing is I'm making it available until May 9th for it to be $50 a month, until you're as long as you're active as a member, or $500 for the year as long as you're active as a member. And yes, I've already had my clients say, did I read this right? It's a still, you might have already seen that in the notes yesterday or when someone was chatting it up, and she's already a founder. But no, it's not a joke. It's because I want to create community. I understand that everyone might not be ready for $15,000, $20,000 investments, but I also understand that there are giants out there that this is where you start. And this is where you play. And this is where you're able to have a leg up so that you know what it looks like and that you're more than okay. You're quirky, your education, your experiences, the ups and downs in your life, there's a place for you. This is what that looks like. So this is the thing. This is the way that I want to serve. I want to serve in this community. I'm involved in it. If you're curious about what that is, or you're interested in being a founder, I encourage you to email me at melissa@liverichspreadwealth.com. And in the subject, put LRSWC founder. That's Live Rich Spread Wealth Club founder, short for LSWC. LRSWC, okay? And or you can direct message me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. I'm here to serve you May 9th. Now, I will tell you, after May 9th, there is no founder price, and will never be that number ever again. Okay. I did tell you there's already $20,000 worth of training in there. No joke, right? And I'm actually going to be in there as well. And what I think is really precious about this founder opportunity is that I'm going to be there in with you. Like, I'm used to working with leaders. That's what I do. So to have leaders there, knowing that you have a place and a home to thrive, okay, not just survive, to thrive, and to really be on this journey of time rich and profitable. You're there with other leaders. I want to collaborate with you. I want to make sure that we lock this in and that we always provide way, way more value than I'm charging. That's not in every area of my business. I do a lot of volunteer work, but this is the area where I want to make sure that this is not only good, it's excellent. So on the journey of becoming time rich and profitable, not everyone is part of that conversation. It's crucial to know that a community exists that can celebrate you, see you, and support you on your journey. And catering to the giants, business professionals, and entrepreneurs, this is a great opportunity to be a part of history. So I will tell you, it will be documented. The documentary is out there, but this will also be documented. So if you want to be part of history, it's something else to consider. So I would encourage you. I want to welcome you to be part of making history. And like I said, I went over this 2 days. I wanted to share with you 4 keys to being able to be time rich and profitable. It was all about uncovering the power of your mindset. You as a giant are freaking amazing. Whatever you decide, or sometimes when you don't decide, even if you say, hey, this is going to work out, it'll work out. If you say it's not going to work out, it won't work out. That's the power of a giant. The universe will never make you a liar. So be mindful of that. So we talked about the importance of mindset. We talked about the importance of finding clarity in your purpose and unlocking those new opportunities to make money. There's nothing wrong with adding 6 or 7 figure revenue streams, whether it be to your business or to your career. I remember when I was in corporate America and I did my consulting, and I will tell you, I did work in corporate from Monday to Thursdays. Fridays were my 6-figure Fridays because I was doing coaching on the side. That's what I did on Fridays. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with adding that because you're making a difference. And I realized in that moment that this is truly what I loved. And I love being able to have that immediate gratification and seeing the difference that I make with people that are high performers, that are business people, that are entrepreneurs that truly want to make a big difference. When my clients win, everybody wins. And I'll just leave you. And then we also talked about today monetization and how that's an act of service that leads to success. And of course, if you don't remember anything else, systems are sexy. Acquiring those systems and strategies for getting sustained success over time is priceless, and it's a non-negotiable when you're looking to be time rich and profitable. So I'll leave you with this. So I'm a more senior mom than most. I have a little girl. And she just has blessed me tremendously. And, this whole thing about time rich and profitable, I started on that journey and then she came into my life. And I am so thankful that I did not have to, even when I was pregnant, I didn't have to, hey, can I have some time off, boss? I was my own boss. I didn't have to, I could tell my husband, look, I want to learn this precious little bundle soul. Here's the money for 7 months. Let me just focus on her. I want to learn her. I want to know who she is. That's freedom. And when she's here, and now she's here, and I can show up for her events, we can go bike riding, we can do those things, I can be fully present. That's a gift. And it's not just about being fully present. I am able to take care of myself as I take care of her and my family, and they take care of me too. It's all that energy of love and joy and freedom. And that's what my life looks like. And I'm not saying that that's what your life needs to look like. I'm saying that whatever your heart's desire, whatever you're looking to create for yourself, know that it's possible. Yes, you will need to do the work, but I will tell you that that work that you need to do, we got to work anyway. The work that you need to do when it comes to your purpose and what you want for your life, that's the best work that you'll ever do, because it will provide you dividends of joy, of blessings, of love, and of profits. Okay. It supports you in the now as well as your legacy. I get to stand on my family's shoulders, and they get to, and Angelisa gets to stand on mine and my husband's. So, with all that said, I just want to wish you all well. Like I said, if you're interested in learning more about Live Rich by Wealth Club, DM me or email me, and I will send you a link. Take care. I hope this has served you. I can't wait to hear from you. Many blessings to you as well. Bye for now.